Good morning, Kern County. Happy Friday. I'm here live at the park at Riverwalk this morning for weather in your neighborhood. And heading into the weekend, like we've been talking about all week, we are tracking some changes. So let's take a look at that weather pattern. So by tomorrow, the strong area of low pressure that we've been keeping a very close eye on through this week is settled right over us here in Central California. So we're expecting quite a bit of cool air to push into the Golden State. Also, winds are set to increase into the afternoon, especially for Eastern Kern. And finally, some rain chances. So I'll show you all of that coming up here. The first thing you'll notice into the day today, high temperatures for the afternoon, quite a bit cooler than what we have been experiencing. Low 70s here in the valley and only in the 50s over in our mountain communities as we continue to track this cooler air pushing into the Golden State. Winds, like I said, also likely to feel a bit more wind activity into the day today. Already, the National Weather Service has issued that wind advisory for the entire Mojave Desert slopes, stretching all the way to the rest of the Kern County desert neighborhoods, gusting as high as 40 miles per hour in some areas through the weekend. Again, as that cool air pushes in, that unsettled weather causes that wind to really increase. Into the day today, on Futurecast, there is a minor chance for a couple of passing showers, mainly in our mountain communities, but not out of the question to see just a light shower pop up here in the valley. Again, minor rain chances for today. More significant moisture really pushes in from the coastline coming into the day tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I have this paused for you now at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Likely to see some scattered rain showers here in the valley communities. More significant activity is expected in our mountain towns. In the early part of tomorrow also, this storm system, even though it's late in the season, it is cool enough, and that Pacific moisture that it's bringing with it, we could see some flurry activity above 5,000 feet. So think areas like Pine Mountain Club, parts of Bear Valley Springs, could see a couple of flurries falling in the morning. Not a ton of accumulation is expected, but it is something that we are tracking associated with this storm system. And then into the evening tomorrow, another wave of moisture pushes in. So we're tracking minor rain chances, a couple of passing showers. Also with this cooler air pushing in, not out of the question for a couple of minor thunder showers to develop in the valley and mountain communities. If we were to get a thunderstorm, we could have some brief pockets of heavier rainfall as that storm passes through. And then, of course, those cooler temperatures and gusty winds also associated with this storm system. Relatively fast moving though, so there is some silver linings here as we look to the extended forecast. It's just this weekend where we see the impact of this storm system, and then everybody rebounds rather quickly into next week, and we're back up into the 70s and 80s in some of our neighborhoods as soon as early next week.